The Carboniferous period, a chapter in Earth's history spanning from 359 to 299 million years ago, witnessed a world vastly different from our own. Giant insects, some with wingspans rivaling that of modern hawks, buzzed through the air, navigating a landscape dominated by towering ferns and colossal trees. This was a time of incredible biodiversity, fueled by an atmosphere far richer in oxygen than we experience today. The Carboniferous period earned its nickname, the Age of Insects, for good reason. This era, spanning from about 359 to 299 million years ago, was a time of remarkable evolutionary advancements and environmental changes. The air hummed with the frantic beating of enormous wings, creating a symphony of buzzing that filled the prehistoric skies. Dragonflies like Meganeura with wingspans approaching 70 centimeters ruled the skies. These ancient insects were the undisputed lords of the air, dominating their aerial domain with grace and power. These were not the delicate creatures we know today. Modern dragonflies, though impressive, pale in comparison to their prehistoric ancestors. These were aerial predators, their powerful mandibles capable of snatching and devouring prey with astonishing speed and agility. They were efficient hunters, preying on other insects and small creatures with precision. These giants were not alone. The Carboniferous forests were teeming with a diverse array of insect life, each species uniquely adapted to its environment. The insect world was undergoing an extraordinary explosion in diversity and size. This period saw the emergence of many new species, each more fascinating than the last. Cockroaches, some as large as a human hand, scurried across the forest floor, navigating the dense undergrowth with ease. Meanwhile, millipedes, some exceeding 2 meters in length, navigated the undergrowth. These colossal arthropods were a common sight, their segmented bodies moving rhythmically through the vegetation. This remarkable growth was fueled by an atmosphere supercharged with oxygen, a byproduct of the lush plant life that carpeted the planet. The dense vegetation not only provided food and shelter, but also contributed to the high oxygen levels. With oxygen levels reaching 35% compared to our relatively meager 21%, insects were able to grow to astonishing sizes. This oxygen-rich environment was a key factor in their gigantism. Their respiratory systems, reliant on a network of tubes called tracheae, were perfectly suited to this oxygen-rich environment. These trachea allowed for efficient oxygen absorption, supporting their large sizes and high activity levels. The larger the insect, the more oxygen it could absorb, fueling its growth and activity. This unique combination of environmental factors and evolutionary adaptations made the Carboniferous period a golden age for insect life. The Carboniferous period was a time of verdant abundance, a lush green world teeming with life. Vast forests dominated by giant ferns, horsetails and club mosses stretched across the continents, creating a dense, almost impenetrable canopy. These were not the delicate plants we know today. Instead, they were robust and hardy, adapted to thrive in the humid, swampy conditions of the time. These were botanical titans, some reaching heights of over 30 meters, their trunks thick and sturdy, their leaves lush and expansive, forming a green roof over the forest floor. These primeval forests played a crucial role in shaping the Carboniferous world, influencing both the climate and the atmosphere. Through the process of photosynthesis, they absorbed vast quantities of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, releasing oxygen as a byproduct, which significantly altered the composition of the air. This constant influx of oxygen created the unique atmospheric conditions that allowed giant insects to thrive, growing to sizes unimaginable today. The forests also provided a rich and diverse habitat for a wide range of creatures, from the smallest insects to the largest amphibians. Amphibians, their skins slick and moist, found refuge in the damp undergrowth where the humidity and shade offered protection, while early reptiles, their scales shimmering in the dappled sunlight, hunted among the ferns, taking advantage of the abundant prey. The forest floor teemed with life, a complex web of interconnected organisms, all dependent on the oxygen-rich air and the abundant food provided by the towering plants. This intricate ecosystem was a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life during the Carboniferous period. The Carboniferous period was a time of great evolutionary experimentation. Amphibians, having already made the transition from water to land, were diversifying rapidly. Some, like the massive Eriops, grew to over 2 meters in length, their powerful limbs and sharp teeth hinting at their predatory prowess. Reptiles better adapted to life on dry land thanks to their waterproof skin and amniotic eggs were also beginning to make their presence felt. Hylonomus, one of the earliest known reptiles, was a small lizard-like creature, but it represented a significant evolutionary leap. Its descendants would go on to dominate the planet in the coming eras. The warm, humid climate of the Carboniferous provided ideal conditions for these early tetrapods to thrive. Swamps and rivers teemed with fish and invertebrates, providing a rich source of food, while the dense forests offered shelter from predators and the harsh sun. Chapter 4. Environment and Climate, a Greenhouse World. The Carboniferous period was characterized by a greenhouse climate, with high levels of carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. This resulted in a warm, humid climate that extended across much of the globe. Tropical rainforests flourished near the equator, while vast swamps and wetlands covered the land. The oceans, too, were teeming with life. Coral reefs, home to a dazzling array of invertebrates and fish, flourished in the shallow, sun-drenched waters. Sharks, rays, and other cartilaginous fish patrolled the depths, while giant cephalopods, some with tentacles exceeding 10 meters in length, hunted among the coral. This period of intense biological activity had a profound impact on the planet's atmosphere. As plants absorbed carbon dioxide and released oxygen, the composition of the air gradually changed, paving the way for the evolution of new life forms. Chapter 5. The gradual disappearance of ancient plants, a changing world. As the Carboniferous period drew to a close, the Earth's climate began to change. This was not a sudden shift, but a gradual transformation that took place over millions of years, altering the very fabric of life on our planet. The continents, which had been drifting slowly across the globe, began to collide, forming the supercontinent Pangaea. This monumental event reshaped the Earth's surface and had far-reaching consequences for its climate and ecosystems. This massive landmass altered global weather patterns, leading to a drier, cooler climate. The once stable and humid conditions of the Carboniferous were replaced by more extreme and unpredictable weather. The once lush rainforests that had blanketed the planet began to shrink, replaced by drier, more open woodlands. These new environments were less hospitable to the diverse plant life that had once thrived. The giant ferns and club mosses that had thrived in the humid conditions of the early Carboniferous began to decline, unable to adapt to the changing environment. Their decline marked the end of an era for these ancient plants. This ecological shift had a profound impact on the animal life of the Carboniferous. The changing plant life meant that many animals lost their primary food sources and habitats, leading to a cascade of extinctions and adaptations. Many of the giant insects that had ruled the skies disappeared, their oxygen-dependent metabolisms unable to cope with the lower levels of oxygen in the atmosphere. These insects, once dominant, were now struggling to survive. Amphibians too were affected, their dependence on moist environments making them vulnerable to the increasingly arid conditions. As their habitats dried up, these creatures faced new challenges in their fight for survival. Chapter 6. Environmental Consequences, a Legacy of Carbon. The Carboniferous period, despite its eventual decline, left an indelible mark on our planet. The vast forests that had covered the Earth for millions of years had absorbed enormous quantities of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, locking it away in their tissues. As these forests died and decayed, much of this carbon was buried beneath layers of sediment, eventually transforming into the coal deposits that we rely on today for energy. The Carboniferous period, therefore, played a crucial role in shaping the Earth's carbon cycle and influencing the planet's climate for millions of years to come. The Carboniferous serves as a stark reminder of the power of natural processes to shape our planet. It is a testament to the incredible biodiversity that can flourish under the right conditions, but also a cautionary tale about the impermanence of even the most successful ecosystems. Outro, a lost world, forever changed. The Carboniferous period, a time of giants and verdant abundance, eventually gave way to a new world order. The giant insects, no longer able to thrive in the changing atmosphere, vanished from the skies. The vast forests, their reign ended by a shifting climate, retreated, leaving behind a legacy of carbon buried deep within the earth. Yet the Carboniferous was not a time lost. It was a crucial chapter in the story of life on Earth. A time of incredible experimentation and adaptation. The fossils left behind in the rocks tell a tale of a world both alien and familiar. A world that, though long gone, continues to shape our own. As we look back on this lost world, we are reminded of the interconnectedness of life on Earth and the profound impact that even the smallest changes can have over vast stretches of time.